Do you have any ideas of what should be changed, or do you just would you rather just them not be there and the game remain the same?
Oh, if it was like Sweet Phil, King of Vicarious Visions to make the changes,
Hell yeah.
I would. Well, here's what I would do. This is my everything Sweet Phil would change. I would go. I don't know which one would be better, but like gem or rune stacking or currency tab or something along those lines. Add that in.
I'm glad you like that.
Loot filter, whether it's customizable or not. Something loot filter wise, because I know you probably a few days ago I posted a video about a cham dropped in single player for me in cows, and I literally killed this whole pack of cows. I'm looking around, and I was like, all right, and I took off to run, and then a flash of orange. And I was like, oh my gosh. God. Yeah, if I would have turned left, I would have never seen it, but because I turned right, the item shifted. I turned right and went kind of down, and then when I went down, I could see it. If I would have went up to the left, Chamroon would have never seen it. So
I'm glad that happened to you, because that is a shining example of why that needs to be changed, because that's just messed up.
Yeah, could you imagine?
It's good that you have that on video, and hopefully that video gets a ton of freaking views, because they need to see this crap. It's not right that we can drop a damn rune and the screen is too cluttered with items that we could just simply not see the rune. All the bots can see the runes. Why can't we? You know?
Yeah, I don't need any more thawing potions. I don't need any more cracked curists or whatever. I don't need,
Oh gosh, it's horrible. I mean, it's really, this is the stuff that everyone's been wanting for the longest time. It seems to me they wanted a loot filter. We want a current. I know some of them are debatable. A loot filter, a currency tab. I think we need more stash space. I think we need at least twice the stash space.
I would be cool with that too.
I know there's some who think there's reason why we shouldn't. It's going to saturate the market and everything else. But in general, I think it'll just overall be a better experience to have more stash space. I think it should be more than double, but I'm just saying at the least, I think they should give us double stash.
Yeah,
that is kind of odd to me how they didn't really approach any of those what some might consider problems or quality of life wishes. Rather, they do this stuff, which less people I think were asking for.
I'm not really. I thought the same thing, and I'm not really sure what to even think or to say about it, because, the currency tab or rune stacking or whatever, I feel like everybody wants that, and the only thing that not having that does, it's not like people aren't saving up runes and stuff. You just have 5 different rune mules now. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
I constantly have to send items over, send them onto this character. And it's just
ridiculous.
What it does is it keeps people doing things on the game that they don't want to do. And I feel like they would want people to do things that they do want to do on the game. Like, don't people usually play longer when they're enjoying themselves? Not when they're like, man, my wrist hurts from going like this, back and forth, sliding these items over, or you can quick send some stuff now, but it's like Tetrising these things around and like, oh, where did I put a rune on this character? Oh man, like rune, it must be on rune 3 mule. Ugh, God.
That's a great point, because I've had numerous comments on my videos where someone claims that they ran out of character slots because they have so many mules. And this is now in the remastered version of Diablo 2, where we were supposed to have, some enhancements, like an enhanced stash. It's just odd to me how modders can do it. We have this in PD2 and POD. They have a pretty freaking massive stash.
Yeah,
some would argue it's too big.
A couple of bros in their apartment can put it together, but like,
exactly, it's just odd to me. What the heck? Why can't we get it here in D2R?
Yeah, I always kind of wondered that too. There's got to be some reason that they're against it.
I don't know if there is.
I feel like it's the most. I feel like it's the most universally wanted thing, and who could be against it? I don't know what. And that's
a great question.
Most of the changes that I want are things like that, things that don't actually change the game. Like, it doesn't change how you play it. It just eliminates boring stuff. Like.
Oh, that's a great point.
Like, who really wants to, like, you're looking at the screen, like, okay, antidote, no, get rid of that. Like, let's run over here. Let me pick up this gold so I can see if I'm missing a burr rune or not. It's like,
that's pathetic.
and that's literally a way that, like,
Unacceptable.
if they want to make the game easier, like with what they're doing, like, how many people do you think had the rune drop, but they did turn left? You know what I mean?
Too
Like,
many, man.
I
don't even want to think of how many runes I lost.
I know, right?
It
It's
sucks.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, I've probably missed out, man. I busted my ass. You know, like I said, I did actually make an infinity at one point in my life. It was amazing. It was like 10, 12 years ago. It was such an experience, but I probably could have made it far sooner. I could have enhanced my character even more so.
Maybe.
Had I not missed who knows how many runes because we don't have a loot filter.
Yeah, it could have happened for sure. Yeah, maybe.
I know it's happened. It's happened to us all. It's bullshit.
Oh, man. Right.